hiking season has finally arrived. I usually start shouldering a pack around mid-June, but we got so much snow this year that it has been postponed by a few weeks. I was originally supposed to go with a couple nephews and a niece. It was going to be a family trip, but they had stuff come up, so I'm going solo and changing my destination because I'm going to an area that's a little more difficult to get to access. I'm going to one of my favorite brook trout lakes. It's a lake I've been to many times. I used to come every year. It's kind of a slower action lake, but produces nice brook trout. My last couple treks into this particular lake was kind of slow, and the quality was down. Like, they weren't very big. So I haven't been here in a couple years. But the last time it was stocked was, a few years back, so they should be some nice brook trout in it this year. And I don't know, hopefully I'll get into a couple. I'm gonna day hike to a couple other lakes that are 2 to 3 miles from that lake that also have some decent brook trout. But it should be fun. Weather.com said it was gonna be great weather 2 days ago, but what I found with them, if it's more than 24 hours, they're pretty much useless, because I'm pretty sure they just use a dartboard to pick what their forecast is, because I'm gonna get dumped on. The entire Uintas are just covered with clouds. I can see it storming, so oh well, it is what it is. So hopefully I don't get too wet on my way in, but it should be a good time. It's about a 5 to 6 mile hike, so should be fun. Here we go. Now I'm about to start on my hike. This hike's a little bit of a butt kicker. Like I said, I was gonna go somewhere else when I was going with my family, but I don't know, probably take me a few hours at least if I really push it. So, but it's a good lake. There should be some nice brook trout in it. At least that's what I'm hoping. So, anyway, let's get going. Here I go. Well, about halfway down my trek, and I'm tired. First trip of the year. My legs are feeling it, but halfway there. From here on, a little bit of hikes on trail, a lot of bushwhacking. I'm about to start the uphill, which is, but it is what it is. Got to do it. So. So, my very first cast, I cut this, man, this one's old. He's on his way. Look at that huge head, skinny body. Like, literally first cast, usually go fish hours and not get one. I was so tired to drop my pack. I saw one cruising the shore, and then I got this guy the first cast. So that's a good, he's not obviously unhealthy, old. That's a good 18 inches. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it. Look, he's old and all this loose skins, but so I'm just setting up camp. I had a couple people ask me last year about my equipment, what I use in my backpack. I have a ton of tents. Back before Sierra Trading Post, well, let's say back before they kind of crapped and you actually could get good deals, I outfitted entire family trips there, and I got a bunch of tents. This is like the last good deal I think I got on Sierra Trading Post before it got rid of good deals, but it's the Amari Pass. It's a Eureka tent. It's the Amari Pass 2 to be more specific. I like the extra room. I don't own like a single man tent. I backpack with a 2-man just because I like the extra room. I've gone through a lot of different insulated pads over there, or just inflatable pads. I own several of the Static V's. The one I use mostly and on this trip is the insulated version. It's the best pad I've ever owned, easily, because it's more comfortable, and it's not as thick as my other pads I've used, but the design is super comfortable, and it blows up in seconds, like 3 times as fast as the last 2 pads I've had. The sleeping bag, I've had this sleeping bag for over a decade. It's the Aero Rock CR design. It's a 15-degree bag. I don't think it's really a 15-degree bag anymore because I've owned it a long time, but it's still perfectly fine. It's super comfy, warm. Yeah, that's what I brought on this trip. When was debating to bring this tent or the Zeus 2 Classic, which I think is the best backpacking tent of all time. It's a single wall tent, ultralight. So basically it's just a rainfly, vented rainfly tent. They don't make it anymore. Please bring it back, Eureka. I've owned a couple. Best tent ever. Bring it back. Anyway, I better go gather some firewood because dark's coming in. I like to fish for a little bit more before it gets dark. So anyways, I better get getting on the firewood. Here we go. Just gotta take on a balanced bruised leech. I take a second ago on another take on the floating mega orange scub. He got off right at my feet as I was trying to get my camera on. Yeah, it's not terribly big. Good to see a really nice one cruise by right in front of me. A terribly little guy. I will take him. Oh, there you go. I got off. Made it easy on me. Yep, it is time. You gotta keep up with traditions. You just have to do it. This one's particularly awesome because bacon wrapped anything is fantastic. Bacon wrapped better cheddars are beyond fantastic. They're just delicious. Yeah. Very much worth packing in non-dehydrated food. You get a taste of those bad boys. Oh, so good. Can't wait. Yeah, bun got a little smash, but it's still gonna be super tasty. Here we go. Well, this morning, slept through my alarm. Oh well, woke about an hour later than I intended, but nothing to do about that now, so. We'll get to it. Oatmeal time. Sean, the floating leech. I designed a fly specifically for this lake. Almost everything you catch is deep. So I can tie it like basically a foam leech. And I was getting so many hits, I actually tied it with a treble hook. A lot of people probably frown upon that, but it lands more fish. So it's not a terribly big guy, but I will take it. This is the third take I've had this morning. First one I've got to stay on, so. Got no love on the indicator. Been doubling my pleasure. Got a balanced leech and a balanced scud on that, but I've gotten no takes on it so far. Had 3 bumps on this floating leech. Let's take him down here. Come here, buddy. This the last generation. There's seen 2 fish from 2 stockings ago. The first one I caught, he was old as crap and on his way out. So what I caught on was this, basically just a foam leech. I use basically a steel leader as the body, then I just kind of glue the foam around it. I used to tie it just with a single hook. I got so many takes without landing fish that I switched to I started tying them with a little treble hook. So some people frown upon that, but oh well, more fish for me, I guess. Dang it! Finally got a take with the indicator. I don't know if I took the scud or the leech. By the time I got to my rod, it was already off. So my own dumb fault for walking off like 20 yards, just right next to it, but I don't know what it took. It took one of them, so leave it out there. Well, action was kind of slow today. I landed 4 other takes. So I caught the first one I caught that was dying pretty much. I saw one other a little bigger than that cruise by, but everything else I saw was from the last generation, not 2 generations ago of stocked fish. So I'm gonna hike about 2.5 to 3 miles to a couple other good brook trout lakes. I was gonna go to a really nice cut lake, but I don't think I'll have time. It takes too long to get there, so yeah, I'm gonna go a lot of bushwhacking, but the one lake actually kicks out pretty nice ones, or it has in the past. So hopefully I get into some more fish. Here we go. Yeah, about halfway there. You got another 1.5 miles to go or so. I was going through some gnarly deadfalls, so these boulders are actually kind of relief, or it's open terrain. So having to like take a step, hop over a log, take a step, hop over a log. I've arrived at lake number 2. So far, it's not seen any signs of life, but yeah, I'll keep plugging away at it. Caught some really nice brook trout out here years and years ago. Last couple of times they're just average, but it does have the potential. So, right now to hailstorm at lake number 3. Hopefully it blows over. Started to lighten, that ridge. So fishing on the bank of a lake when it's a storm is coming in is not a wise idea. I got some friends. I know this camera doesn't zoom, but it's a bunch of elk. Wasn't paying attention, they just showed up. Huh. Crazy how many takes I've gotten. Finally got one to stay on. Little brook trout. Pretty little guy. Oh, trout! Oh! Man, going ballistic all of a sudden. I'm gonna let you go. Brook trout are pretty. This little guy. Swim away, buddy. I switched it up. I was catching fish on the Canadian black balanced leech, but I was seeing a lot of denials too right at the shore, so I have switched to a scud. The 25 fast sinking tip. I was going to put on this the medium sink tip, 10-foot tip, but I left it back at camp. So second cast. Fast sinking scud just works at high elevation lakes. Come here, buddy. Pretty guy. He's showing up. Solid little brook trout. Happy with that guy. Oh, come on, chill out. I'll let you go. So away, buddy. Hopefully there's more where that came from. Scud's the way to go. Just 3 casts in a row. I've only gotten a few strips in before I've had a take. Yeah, chunky little guy too. It's funny, I can still see his buddy still down right there below me. He didn't leave. Oh, he's a fatty. Chunky. Oh, nice. Nice. That's a solid little brook trout. Yeah, happy with that. Time to let him go as well. Come here, buddy. Chill out for 1 second. Let me get that scud out of your mouth. There you go. Oh, you're going under the rocks too. There you go. So away, buddy. It's funny, the other one's right next to him. You can see both their tails. Well, probably can't because the lens isn't polarized. I am literally getting to take every cast. This is fun. This is fun. They're not huge. They're definitely above average Uinta brook trout. When, you know, they're not like trophy class or anything, but although I have caught, actually, I think my third biggest brook trout ever, like 18 years ago, came out of this lake. It was the only one we caught, but it was about 4 pounds. That was forever ago. I've never seen anything like that ever since. I mean, close. Come here, buddy. Chill out, buddy. I'm gonna let you go. There we go. Swim away. All right, let's see if we can go 4 casts in a row. The hard slap on the water. Yeah. Just see an actual scud, a real scud. No, I didn't go. Oh, do it. Oh, there we go. Well, that's 4 casts in a row. There's another chunky one. It is fun. A lake like this that has abundant population, I would not mind cooking one up. But, oh man, there's a chunky little guy. But I left all that stuff back at camp. So, pretty little. That's a pretty guy. Chill. Swim away. Well, I didn't get one my 5th cast. I did get one my 6th cast. A little smaller guy. There's a little deep shelf right here. I keep seeing them cruise by like a lot of fish, so I have not gotten one denial of fish that I've actually seen with the scud. And thank Rich Ossoff for coming up with the ultimate pattern for the backcountry. It is just money. Yeah, Rich Ossoff, that guy definitely changed backcountry fly fishing for me. I owe him. Fish on the scud. There's a fighter. Yeah, you know what? I guess I got my sinking tip. This is actually an 8 weight. I was using it to get deep at that other lake. It's a little overkill. Yeah, still fun. Oh man, they're pretty chunky. They're only like about 12 inches long there. Pretty solid brook trout. And he got off on his own. I switched to a pink scud just for the heck of it. See if it's as effective, because that all gray has been just killing it. I'm caught on my doohickey. Let's see if the pink works as well. Oh, yep, first cast. Of course, I am using the, probably just because I'm getting it right on the bottom. Oh, I got where's the fish are all cruising deep, which brook trout tend to do. Yeah, it's the same, back-to-back cast. On the pink scud. Come here, buddy. We shall set you free. Got this solid guy. He hammered it. That's a nice one. Yeah, still didn't bring my stuff. Brook trout are my favorite trout to eat. Oh, I guess a couple good ways. I mean, simple. I do a lot of times a simple way, just like everyone else will just lemon, pepper, butter, and tinfoil. It tastes great. It's really good if you kind of make them into a sandwich. Like, oh, delicious. Well, I'll have to do that in one of the videos. We'll just put the leech under the rock, and didn't think there was anything. Went to pull up, and it was just on. Come on in, we will set you free. The action has been very, very fast at this particular lake. Very fun. A lot of fun, actually. You wouldn't go hungry here. So anyway, buddy. Ooh. Add a bump, I think. Oh, yep. There's a fish. Cruising deep with the scud. Here, buddy. Yeah, definitely chunkier than the average Uinta lake. Every fish and catch is really healthy. There he is. I take deep. It's a goofy one. Yeah, it's funny. I've been catching all the, oh geez, all these really healthy fish. This one is anything but. He's a skinny guy compared to all the guys I've been catching. Yeah, he's got a genetic thing going. He's like food. That's a skinny fish. Jeez. It's the first one I've caught in here that's been like that. I'm gonna boogie and go try to catch one more lake that years ago I caught a really nice one, but I've never been able to match it, and it's really slow action, so I haven't been there in a few years, but yeah, I got a few hours to kill, so I'll boogie over there. Fortunately, it gets me farther away from camp, but you never know. Maybe I'll get a good one. Got a take on a balanced bruised leech. It feels like a decent one. Chunky little guy. Come here, buddy. A bad brook trout. let him go. So, hey, buddy. Just got a take on a balanced tui chub. Funny, I was just rolling in. There's quite a bit of surface action, so I was gonna go get rather rod of the dry fly. Just pulled up, and I think just came out of the depths and nailed it. Yeah, he engulfed it too. Oh, geez, man, it's in there. It's gonna be a hard one to get out. He engulfed it. Oh, there we go. So, it's funny. I actually tied these for Pyramid Lake, but I've had a lot of success with them actually, stripping them in deep. So, got another take on the balanced minnow. Hitting it deep. I think I get more love on it than I was on the leech. Yeah, it's too bad I've only seen 2 fish from the previous stocking, the generation older than this one. Of course, the first one was on its last breath. Come here, buddy. Pretty, not too bad. Definitely above average for the High Uintas. So the day has come to an end. Fishing was pretty good. My main destination lake, I don't know what's up with it. Like, a solid producer of good fish for 2 decades, and my last 3 times now have been, I mean, decent, but not like what it used to be. So, but one of the other lakes we went to was super fast action. So it was fun. I caught a lot of fish. Didn't catch the big, huge ones that I was after, but oh well, it's been fun. It is food time. I'm gonna go with beef stroganoff with noodles. Probably delicious. I don't know. I've never had this one before. Can't be that bad though. Yeah, kind of a little bit bummed about the main lake. The biggest fish I caught was the very first one, the goopy one that was on its last days of life. I mean, it was struggling. Anyways, it was a fun trip to fish for 4 or 5 hours in the morning, then I'll pack up and get the heck out of here. Start this morning was a little dry fly action. They're still surfacing. Using like a little humpy style pattern. I tell you, like almost all my dries with foam if I can. So instead of using like elk hair as the back, I just use foam. But they work well, so we'll try it. And first hookup of the morning. Actually had a take on the dry. By the time I got over to it, was off. Just a little guy, but I'll take it. Same thing I finished the day off yesterday with, that balanced tui chub style minnow. Seems to work. I've been doing better with that than the leeches. So, that little guy. Here, buddy. Nice. That was funny. This one surfaced like 10 feet to the left, and I cast, and then, I mean, the second hit the water, he just nailed it right at the surface. Thought he was gonna maybe go for my dry fly. It's sitting right there. A male. I will take it. And yeah, nice little male. Hold still, buddy. I'll let you go. Yeah, swim away. Right under that rock. There's no space there, buddy. Well, I'm all packed up, ready to get out of here. It's a little afternoon. It was a good trip. I caught a lot of fish. I didn't catch any of the really nice ones that I was after. I caught the one that was like pretty much dead, but I only saw one other like nice one that was from 2 generations ago of stocked fish. I caught a lot, but I don't know, it was a good time. Can't beat it, it's better than being at work, right? So I got about a 3-hour hike ahead of me. Would be shorter, but there's a lot of bushwhacking involved, so I don't know, it's a fun trip, so I'm out of here. Made it back to my truck. I don't know about you guys, but if you like to backpack, one of the greatest feelings is dumping your pack at the end of a long hike. I feel so good, so satisfying. Fun trip, good trip. Got about a 4-hour drive home from here, so it's been fun. Might hit it again next week, depending on what the weather looks like. But thanks for watching. See you later.